So, hard problem. Range module. Range module is a module that tracks ranges of numbers. Design a data structure to track the ranges represented as half-open intervals and query about them. Okay, so you got some queries and then we just add them. Tracking every real number. Return true if every real number is being tracked. Remove. Oh, damn, okay. That's interesting. So do we know the queries beforehand is the first question, and what is left-right range? Looks like we do that online. There will be 10 to 4 calls. Maybe to each, so 3 times 10 to 4, that's alright. And online, and okay, and then left and right is 10 to 9, of course. Okay. I think this could be doable. Well, if we, let's say we maintain the, okay, my intuition, what I'm thinking right now is that the query range, we need to check if every real number is tracked. If we flip it, we need to check if at least one is not. Right, so let's say we keep the untracked intervals, right? And and then what we do is find the first untracked. So for this query range, we find the first untracked interval that could start there, and they will not be overlapping. So we find first one that could start there, and if it's inside, then it's false, the query, and if it's outside, we check the previous interval if it overlaps. So if its end is inside of it, or if they overlap, whatever. Because it could completely cover, I guess. So if I have an interval in the database of empty, it could completely cover it, and in that case I could. Okay. So what is the condition? End has to be larger than start, and start has to be smaller than end. I think that's the condition. Okay, and now removal. How would removal work? Will you query all intervals inside that range and remove them? I guess. And then addition would work that we check each interval that we find the first one that overlaps, right? We cut it, then we remove all that are inside, and then we cut the one that is extending outside. And if we split some interval, then I mean, this could be slow potentially, but I'm hoping that amortized is gonna be fine. So I guess let's try it. So 1e9 plus 10 maybe. Fair enough. So let's have some sort of a private section. We want them ordered, so let's do a set. Means, let's call it this. And we don't need to do anything here. Let's make it empty. We need insert min max. Fair enough. Okay, add range doesn't matter, all are painful, so let's start with add range. I think there should always be at least one, so it means lower bound left -1. These are excluding. Okay. No, these are empty ones, so we could have like empty, 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 right? Our interval starts here, empty, empty, and then plus, 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 and then empty, empty, plus, plus, empty, 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 right? So we would find this interval first with the iterator. So we want to check if it's inside. So while it doesn't equal ins and it first is smaller. Wait a minute. So if it first what is that? Is start of this interval has to be what? Smaller than right, right. Then we want to do this. If it second if, well, because I want to delete it and I want to actually delete all of them, so what I want to do is if it's auto val is iterator, and then we want to do it next it and ins erase value, right? And now what do we want to see? Well, if value second, so if the end is larger than right, then we wanna insert interesting. Well, if it overflows here, then I wanna insert what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it would be up to 15. So I want from 15. So right vals and weighted. That's what that means. Do I keep open or close there? Let's say closed, and then we break, and otherwise nothing happens, I guess. Whatever. Okay, and now let's store auto. Original iterator is this. Original iterator. And now what we want to do? While original, I mean, I guess I want previous one, so if oric it it's not gonna be empty, so okay, original iterator is previous of this, and while original iterator, not while, there could only be one such interval, so if preval, so if preval second, well, I definitely want to insert the first part, so I definitely want to insert insert, well, I want to erase it first of all, so int erase previous value, then I want to insert from previous value first to left, like that, and previous value second. If it's larger than right, then I want to insert right previous value second, maybe x in ints out. I'm gonna make a test case. Great. Range module, add range. So let's say I add range 0, 1, 2, no, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 9. Six, 9, 9, 11, 13, and finally I add range for 15. Okay, let's run it. What happens? No return var second. So after first we have -1 and 6. Yeah, I could output that. Okay, then we have -1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and all that. Okay. Okay, so looks like this works. Great. Okay, query. Oh my days. So it's almost the same thing. Left and -1, and now if iterator it's and iterator its first is smaller than equal to smaller than right, return false. Otherwise we wanna it previous iterator return well, in that case we capture the first that starts in there, so the previous one has to start before left, so we just have to check if it ends after left. So return it's true if its second is smaller than or equal to left. Okay, we are almost right, but this remove range won't work. Which is, why would you vary these ranges so much? Anyways, remove range. Interesting. Okay, well, okay. So what do I want to do now? I want to add ranges. So let's say I would apply a remove range on this. Well, then I take the first one that so the start, I take the okay, so let's say this, I have left and right, and I first look for it again. Lower bound left -1. This -1 does it so that I always find anything that has left. Now if it if iterator doesn't equal in intervals end and iterator second is overwrite, then write its second iterator is the previous iterator, and the left is equal to great question. Nope. Left is equal to if iterator second over left, then left first return No, I wanna insert left, right. This should work. Okay, it doesn't. Interesting. So I add range 10 to 20 excluding 20. Then I remove 14, 16, 10, 14 there is 1, and 13, 15 there is none. Well, 13 is not tracked also. Yeah, maybe it's... That's fair. Not great, not great. Okay, so you erase that. So I erase the interval that is inside because it's gonna get eaten up, and if I find out the one for which this is the case, then I do this and I break. Looks very similar. The code has to look very similar. Maybe like this. Val. Auto previous iterator. Previt. Okay, so if previt second overlap, then it's previt like that. Great. Now it also works. So let's erase these things. And let's see in how many test cases it doesn't pass. A bunch. Okay, well, let's edit back. So it fails, add, and then query fails immediately. So that's 10, so 10 to 200 and 200 to 250, and then why do I return false for query 50, 100? Oh, that's tough, bro. What is happening? So why after this add range it just dies? What is happening? So first I take this one, which will find 180, and this while it's not end, and its first is less than what, right, which is 200, fair enough. So I erase that interval, and if it's a value, if it was ending outside, then into intervals we insert what? That is fair. So I erase the no, 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 no. You should not do that, bro. You should not do that. You really should not do that. Okay, that's better. I think this might work. Maybe let's try. This would be a bad problem in contest because that's TLE. No, wrong answer immediately. Okay. Here's 5-8. Query 3-4. That's okay. So 5-7-8. They can see 5-8, and what if I say that you can see 5-6 now? Nothing should change it. Oh wait, that's remove range 5-6. Okay. Oh, I could merge them, but do I have to? I don't think so. I don't think I have to. I think this works fine. Like 6, 7, 6, 7, bruh. Sorry, I am coughing. I inhaled my saliva. Remove 3 to 6. So you remove 3, 4, 5. But that was removed. All my days. What is this? That's not good, dude. One, 2, 3, 4. So you remove 3 and 6. Let's see. So I find the first, so that's 5. 5 is inside, so I erase it, and if it's right is outside of my range, which it is not, okay, that's fair, it's gonna stop. So now I check previous iterator second is over left. That is true. Wait, but why was... I have to write this down. So let's say in this case we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 9, so let's do this. Now comes interval 5, 8, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Fair enough. Now 3, 4, this gets queried, so nothing. This should return false. Then we have a remove 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 is a minus. Okay. So I should have this only. I mean, it kind of works. Fair enough. 6, 7. Okay, that's fair. This is 6, I think. No, this is 5. Okay, then I remove 3 to 6. Five, 4, 3. So this has to be removed. Do I want to merge it really? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But this is not working at all, bro. This is not working at all. Something is wrong in here. So I grabbed 5, and that should be erased, not changed to -1. What happened there, bro? So val maybe like that. So val is 5, 6. Great, so it just erased and we are done. Okay, that's great. Now previous, so this is before. So we are left with this, and instead of deleting this, I just insert another one. Oh, I also okay, like that. Okay. Okay, let's see. It will take a long time. 20 cases. This is... I hate these kinds of problems. It's disgusting. What is this? Add, remove, remove, add, remove, add. What the fuck? Well, let's see where it breaks. Okay, so 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. So this is unpopulated. Remove 7, 8. So I remove 7. So 8 up and up to 6 excluding. So basically 6. 6. Okay. It's kind of tough. 8, 9. You remove 8, 9, but 8, 9 wasn't about to be removed, bro. Okay, then you remove what? Add, remove, add. Okay, then remove what? 1, 3, so that's up to 1. Not great, bro, not great, not great. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what? Remove 1, 3. What? Oh. If previous iterator it's less than right, then I even wanna insert anything. Oh wait. So what happened here? I removed range. I was here, okay. So if it is outside, we don't do anything. If it's inside and it's like that, then we erase this and we insert this. Okay, fair enough, this should work. Nope. Great. Sucks. God, we removed. This was what we added, bro. We added 8, 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Happened, right? And there is final. Add 1, 8. This didn't get erased for some reason. Previous value second is over right. Are you sure it's supposed to be right? I think it's supposed to be over left. Okay, that almost works. What is this? This is awesome. I wanna erase. I wanna. If previous value second override, then you wanna do this. I think. Okay, that worked. Great. Let's see, 121 will pass. Oh, everything. No way. Can't believe it. That's crazy. Okay, this is probably the most unreadable code of all time. And there is so much edge casing, but it works. So 23 milliseconds. Fair enough, I'm faster than 2/3 of people. That's fair. Awesome. Title. How to call this? Keep untracked. Why not? Instead of answering by checking if all positions in left, right are instead of answering by checking if all positions in left to right are something are tracked, we just check if any we can alternatively check if any position is untracked. To help us with this, let's store the untracked positions instead of storing the entire positions, storing all positions. Let's store only the untracked intervals. Can you answer the queries fast now? Log n amortized memory is worst case, where n is the number of total calls, number of add range calls, the number of add range calls since at each time we store at most O n intervals. Since even though it might seem like we are doing O n interval deletes in some function calls, we only do that once every n add range calls. Once every n function calls, meaning it spreads out over them. I think that's fair logic. So approach is first we have the entire possible range 1 to 1 plus 1 is untracked. When a range should be added, we have to remove all intervals that are inside, all untracked intervals that are inside left, right, the left, right query, and appropriately cut, shorten the intervals that intersect only partially. Be careful, there is an edge case where an untracked interval overlaps the entire query range, in which case two new untracked intervals should be created. Range is queried. We first, when a range left, right is supposed to be removed, we merge all intervals, untracked intervals overlapping with the query range. Finally, when answering a query range call, we find the first interval that starts at left or later and check if it overlaps with the query range. If yes, there is a untracked position inside the query range, and so we return false. If no, then we check the previous untracked interval to the one found by the lower bound. And if its end is later than left, the answer is false, otherwise it's true, since the previous interval has to start outside of the query range, since we did lower bound search at the beginning. Okay, painful to code, painful to write, but it's done. Goodbye.